Hello, you're watching a live broadcast from Astana on Silkway TV channel. I'm Ainur Imangali, and today we keep on commentating on the official visit of President of Tajikistan Emomali Rahmon to Kazakhstan. I'm joined by Nursultan Jansitov, the senior expert of Institute of World Economy and Politics.
Morning.
He's helping me to commentate on today's event. Good morning, Nursultan.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. The President of Tajikistan is paying official visit to Kazakhstan. He has arrived to the Kazakh capital yesterday, and as we seen it yesterday, he was greeted and welcomed personally by the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. So, what do you think is on core of our bilateral relations right now, and how they have been developing so far?
Well, first of all, I would like to note that Tajikistan is a strategic partner of Kazakhstan. And our agreement on strategic partnership was signed in the year 2015, and ever since, actually, our bilateral relations were developing ever since the year 1991, after the collapse of Soviet Union, and today is the 30 years anniversary of bilateral ties between Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. So this year is very important for both countries and both leaders. And if we are talking about cooperation, I believe that the main goal of the current visit is purely economics, trade. I think many different topics will be discussed, such as transport corridors, the ways to develop our bilateral trade, also politics, geopolitics, like matters of Afghanistan, Central Asian integration, and many other different topics.
Yes, and right now we can see the presidential cortege with the President of Tajikistan and top Tajik officials is heading towards the residency of President of Kazakhstan, Akorda. Presidents of two countries, Kazakhstan and Tajikistan, will hold a series of bilateral meetings. And again, if we are talking about the agenda of these meetings, of this discussion, so what are the main topics? Again, if you can just recap.
Yeah, we should say that at the same time there is a two-day business forum going on here in Astana,
yes.
Tajik-Kazakh Business Forum. And till now, already around 39 agreements have been signed between the two parties, like the Kazakh businessmen and their Tajik counterparts. As we know, the amount already reached $1.8 billion, and that's a lot for two countries.
Yes, that's very enormous numbers. So what does it include?
Very different fields. First of all, of course, it's agriculture. We're expanding our export of grain and other agriculture products, but same about Tajik side. They're expanding their exports of fruits and vegetables to Kazakhstan. But now we have other trade positions as well. The interesting part about that is Kazakhstan is starting to export cars to Tajikistan. That's something new.
That's very interesting moves. But the cars of Chinese brands, am I right?
They've been constructed here in Kazakhstan. Of course, they are not like Kazakh brands, but still, they've been manufactured here. Also, that's a Jack brand, and also some amount of Peugeot, the European cars. Apart from that, I think the big topic will be about investment. Tajikistan is interested in attracting foreign money to its economy, and Kazakhstan might be one of the key players.
So how will cooperation develop between two countries in coming months and years?
I believe that the cooperation will be expanding given the current trade to Central Asian integration. It's not only about our two countries, it's about the whole region in general. So we can see the trend on tightening the ties, Central Asian ties with each other, expanding the internal trade within the countries. Actually, there was a weak point till the moment, but we see that in the last year, bilateral trade between Kazakhstan and Tajikistan has reached $1.4 billion. So it's like
we can say that's something.
Yeah, and that's like plus 18% in 1 year. It also shows that after what happened in Ukraine, the global trade corridors are changing.
Yes, and let's be back to the live broadcast from Astana. Now we can see the Akorda, the official presidential residency of Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. Now the official welcoming ceremony is about to start in a couple of minutes, and I think President of Tajikistan, Emomali Rahmon, will be greeted by President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev himself. Is proceeding. Now we can see that the President of Tajikistan, Emomali Rahmon, is being greeted by the top Kazakh officials, the representatives of Cabinet of Ministers. The two presidents are heading towards the representatives of Tajik delegations. Now, President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, is being greeted by the representatives of Tajik delegations, which consist of the top-ranked officials of Tajikistan. Now there will be a performance of national anthems of two countries, and the official ceremony will proceed. Presidents of two countries now was listening to the national anthems of two countries and the performance of National Guard of Kazakhstan. Now they will proceed to the proceed further and will hold a series of bilateral meetings today. I remind you that diplomatic relations between Tajikistan and Kazakhstan were established on January 7th, 1993. Diplomatic mission of Tajikistan in Kazakhstan started to operate in June 1993. Diplomatic mission of Kazakhstan, which received the embassy status in January 2001, has operated in Dushanbe as an independent mission since April 1998. Tajikistan is a large market for the sale of Kazakh-produced goods. That was said yesterday during the Kazakh-Tajik Business Forum. And back to that, Your Sultan, how do you think? Can we say that Tajikistan will become a strategic economic partner of Kazakhstan in the Central Asian region?
Yeah, the trend is quite clear. We can see that from the pure numbers. As we've already said, the bilateral trade last year has exceeded what was being expected. It's 1.4 billion US dollars, and the two leaders were planning about 1 billion. So
yes,
the dynamic is actually is even more than expected. So it's pretty clear.
What we can say about it?
We can say about it.
What is the signal for?
The signal is that there is a strong demand from the both sides, and both countries can supplement each other with many kind of products and trade positions. Tajikistan can consume lots of Kazakhstani grain, construction materials.
Again, agriculture products.
Pharmaceutical products. So, and also if you are talking about investment, it might be interesting for the Kazakh side to invest in the energy sector of Tajikistan, but of course that those projects need to be well calculated. That's mostly about water energy. We should also know that Tajikistan is a provider of energy to Kazakhstan's southern regions, especially during the summertime. So that might be a good opportunity for Kazakhstan as well to ensure the energy support from Tajikistan.
So it's a lot more which will be coming in next months and years of cooperation. Thank you very much, Your Sultan, for your time and for answering our questions.
Okay.
That's it for today. Stay tuned and watch us on Silkway TV channel. See you later.